Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into this video and for being here with us. And I'm very excited to have our featured speaker, as well as our creative director for the Spirit Heart Cruise here with us to talk about what he's going to be doing on our cruise this year, leaving on November 9th out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And so just to tell you a little bit about the cruise, it's going to be a paranormal investigation at Rose Hall in another place in the Bahamas. But Rose Hall is in Jamaica, and Kevin is going to be leading that. So, Kevin, thank you for being here with us, so we can get
Great
to know
to be
you.
here. Great to be back. This is my third year with you and this conference at sea, and I think I love the idea of the number 3 numerologically because it's all about really about adventure and happiness and discovery. That's what threes mean to me when I do readings. And so this is a good year for all of that. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm just really excited. I love the energy and the community and the momentum that we're building over the past 12 years, even through COVID. The one you and I went on,
absolutely,
it was during COVID. It was a smaller group, but it was just the family we built and the friendships that we built. Well, we're all friends because that group of us still hang out and do things on a regular basis. So yeah, I really appreciate you. But let's talk a little bit. Kevin, can you tell us a little bit about you and who you are?
Well, so my background academically, I'm a nurse for 35 years. I've been doing nursing anesthesia for the last almost 22 years. Can't believe it. And but also during the last 22 years, I've been involved in metaphysics, in spiritualism, and extensive training. Many people know me as the senior minister for the Metaphysical Chapel of South Florida. I ran that here in South Florida for a good 13, 14, 15 years, and then released that during the world pandemic to really just allow me to kind of pivot and step into the new version of myself. So really the pandemic for me was like a cocoon. So I really came out of that in a bigger, bolder way. And it really just showed me that wherever I go, my ministry is as well. And I'm there to serve the people. And that's really where my heart is in the work that I do with the conference, with the cruise, with these gatherings at sea. And for the cruise ship, for the conference, what we'll be doing this year is paranormally oriented. So I thought it would be fun for us to find haunted sites or sites of great tragedy that hold a lot of electromagnetic and spiritual energies and potentials. And maybe we do some paranormal investigations and we talk about what the heck is a ghost and what the heck is a haunting and what is a poltergeist. How do you, what are ley lines and why does a sacred site feel magnetic? Why does it feel alive, but there's really nothing you can physically see? And it's because there's residual energies. There's spirit personalities are there drawn to these sites. And so these experiences are not very common. So I think it's amazing that we'll be able to have 50 to 100 people on board that can jump on a bus. We can go to a site and we can safely walk into a space and know what we're doing before we get there, because I've trained you in a workshop, and I teach you how to sense. How do you sense the energy of the walls of a home? How do you find the portals where there's disturbances being caused by? How do you sense the energies of a spirit personality? Is this a ghost? Is it a residual type energy, like a memory that's just kind of haunting the space? Or is it a spirit personality trying to get your attention? So I thought this would be really a fun way of doing it. Our goal is 2 islands. So we're working on that right now in Nassau, Bahamas, and in Jamaica. And I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be safe. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to be definitely very different because I don't think many people travel to go to paranormal sites.
No, it's one of those things where I think and a lot of people don't even realize that how spiritual paranormal is.
Absolutely.
And how you interact with the spiritual realm or the paranormal is a spiritual experience. And so people don't even realize that. They think of like the horror movies and stuff like that.
That's a great point. I want to say this real quick. So you mentioned that paranormal sites and activity is spiritual. And I think where you were going, which was more on the positive side of spiritual, right? And so what I find is when I'm called into a site to do an investigation, typically families are very disturbed because they don't understand what we're talking about. They assume the worst. They assume that it's dark and negative. And what I find quite often, more often than not, it is just their loved ones trying to get their attention. Or it's a previous resident who had lived there maybe 40, 50 years ago, who just loves the home and just wants things the way they want them. But they're not bad people. It's not dark, evil, negative things. It's just a spirit personality that just wants some attention. Really, that's all it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're doing 3 workshops, 1 keynote and 2 workshops, and then you're leading the investigations at the different sites. What are some things that people should prepare for in order to be able to come on this cruise and have this experience with us?
Well, you know what I would say is have no expectations. Have no expectations of the work that I do. Have no expectations of the speakers that are on the ship. Know that we are bringing you world-class, literally world-class speakers and mediums and mystics and healers and paranormal investigators. We're doing the work behind the scenes to make sure that you get exactly your money's worth. And but also just to come with an open heart, because you're entering into what we call our family. This is our cruise family. And a lot of people have been on multiple conferences at sea with us. And so it really is a wonderful community of mystics and healers and ministers and people even curious, people who are brand new to spirituality, spiritualism, and learning about the continuity of life after death and our psychic potentials. So there's a lot of beginners and there's a lot of people with tons of experience on the ship, and just come to make friends and come to network. If you own a business, a spiritual business, come to network because our attendees, a lot of them have their own businesses. And so there's a tremendous network of people that run their own retreats, run their own events, run their own conferences. And so it's great place to network. I love it.
Absolutely. If you were going to give anybody one cool thing that you've gotten from the cruises and this will be your 3rd one, but the last 2 that you've received, what is that one thing?
I would say the one thing for me is I'm going to go deeper than networking because I love to network, but I'm going to say it's community and connection. I'm all about people, and I'm all about connecting with people, getting to know who they are. And I was surprised on each of the cruises. This will be the 3rd, but I'm surprised at how open people are. They're willing to tell you their journey and their walk through the valley of darkness for themselves, and then how they discovered a life of metaphysics or spirituality or ministry, whatever their thing is. And people are so heart-based, and that is you don't find that too often in conferences or retreats. People really keep to themselves, but not on the cruise ship conferences that we host. That surprised me the most.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And just so you guys know, if you've never been on a cruise, the prices on the cruise it's all inclusive. The only thing it doesn't include is the excursion. That's separate. But once you pay for your cruise, your food is taken care of, with the exception of specialty restaurants. Your drinks are taken care of, with the exception of alcohol and Starbucks. Your port taxes are taken care of. Your gratuities are taken care of. And so you get to come on and just enjoy yourself. The conference is taken care of. So you get to come on and be a part of this conference, a part of this community, not having dinner with each other. And one of the reasons why I love Cruisinars is that we all go to these retreats. They start on Thursday or Friday. You're with the speakers until like Sunday, and then you all leave and you have a great experience. But imagine being with them for 6 days. And then you connect with them on social media. And then, some of these people that you just see on social media and watching their videos, now you actually know them as a person. You've got to know about their kids, you've got to know about their families, and because you're talking at dinner, or you're going on the excursions together, you're sitting next to each other on the bus, going to the events. And so there's a lot of things that this cruise does, and it's just, to me, phenomenal. So yeah,
fantastic.
So, well, thank you so much, Kevin, for being here with us.
You're very welcome.
we will continue to bring out the videos of the different speakers. And everybody, hope to see you. Go check it out at spiritheartcruise.com. Everybody, thank you so much.
See you soon.